Hey lovelies, so in this video we're going to be looking at bracing, and bracing is very important because we want to know exactly where to put the hand, our picking hand, where to put it, so we can optimize and get the best out of our picking. And this is obviously quite an important thing because not only for getting us to be able to pick really fast and really well, but also on the health side we don't want to be creating any bad habits that our hand we'd end up getting any sort of injuries or anything like that. Okay, so bracing, there are multiple ways of doing this, and I'll try and explain the main ones that are used. So the first one, when playing, and I think this is quite a common thing for all beginners as well, is when playing and bear in mind that we're looking at this hand mostly, don't worry about the non-picking hand, and you want to make sure, see if I can move it even more. So we want to be doing it like that. So I'm using this part and I'm just sort of lightly resting it on, like around there, just there, and it's and notice obviously as I'm going further down, that part is moving onto strings, which is good because it means that I can mute them and have more control with them, I suppose. So there's that one. The next one that is quite handy is to use these fingers, okay, because with picking we're only really using these two, the thumb and the index finger. And what to do is you put your fingers there. It doesn't have to be fixed so much, but just so they're kind of resting there. And what that does is it obviously has some level of grounding, and it keeps your hand in a good position where it's solid and you're less likely to be moving around, and also it just helps you know where the strings are. Okay, so it's this right here. Okay. Right, and as I said, it doesn't have to be the three fingers, it's just some grounding. So one of your fingers is there, so you kind of know where things are. Okay, and the last one that I think is quite an important one is, so I call this the fatty part of the hand. Okay, and you want to be putting it right on the edge, and just literally just right behind where the strings come out. Okay, so you're not affecting anything. You can still hear the strings ring really nicely, but your hand is in a place where you are comfortable, and that is probably one of the better uses of bracing, because it means that because you're further back, you're able to access and be able to, your hand is able to see and feel what the strings are, where the strings are, and which ones are the ones to pick.